Mr. Zaplinski, you have the last question to Mr. Coleman. Am I getting that close?
Close. Mr. Coleman, I have been living in the trenches of Obamacare since October the 1st. And as my wife jokingly tells people, Obamacare is up 50% in our house through March 31st. One of the biggest issues I've seen, and it's not, forget about Obamacare, it's really the private option. One of the biggest issues I see seems to be, and I thought a bureaucracy issue with the DHS in trying to get things approved. I still have people with 6 to 8 weeks still waiting for approval. There's no consistency there. How can you change that?
Well, thank you. Notice I just call him Mike, but that's a good question about how do we change the issue of private option in Arkansas. And the fact is, Mike, is that I'm hearing from people all over the state of Arkansas that, number one, can't get confirmed that they have insurance, and then for many of them who are saying under the private option that they can no longer get drugs that they got under their old insurance policy and medical treatments that they got under the old insurance policy. The fact is, this just looks like how government does health care to me. And I think that's the fundamental problem. And the other thing that I'm going to answer your question here in just a moment. I'm just getting there. The other thing that I think we don't understand, to go to Jim's question a moment ago about advanced practice nurses, that if you look at the trend line for doctors in Arkansas, under the current trend, it goes to zero. Because the way that the federal government is attempting to control medical costs is by constantly reducing and decreasing the compensation to healthcare providers. I mean, you continue to decrease the compensation to healthcare providers, they're going to go away. And we're going to end up with a situation in America where everybody's got health care, but there's no health care providers to give it to them. So I think we have to eliminate the private option, Mike. And what I proposed is that let's start developing a system in Arkansas where the stakeholders are at the front of the line in developing the system. And by that I mean, let's let doctors, healthcare administrators, medical clinic operators, nurses, patients, and including people who are under health insurance under the current option, private option, let's put them at the front of the line in developing a healthcare system in Arkansas for Arkansans. And while they're working on it, let's lock all the bureaucrats in a room somewhere and not let them out till it's all done. Don't take that out of my time. The fact is, folks, is what we did is we had a bunch of bureaucrats develop, in my opinion, the Affordable Care Act and the extension, which is a private option. They got it all put together. Then they took it to healthcare providers and said, please bless this. It is exactly the wrong approach. Let's let the people whose very lives and very livelihood is at stake in the system they develop a system in Arkansas, and I think we can successfully make that transition in Arkansas. The ultimate end will be that every person who's getting health insurance under the private option will end up getting better health care from the private sector when we get through with the process.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.